Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is day 8 of my video blog challenge, and today I am recording from Wat Pha Lad, which is up near Doi Tap out here in Chiang Mai. And the reason why I am recording from here today is because today I'm going to talk about meditation, which has impacted my life in a big way, and it's become an essential part of my life. And I'd like to talk about it and see if it can help other people. So, what kind of meditation do I do? I do mostly sitting meditation where I'm just sitting from 15 minutes to 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And I'm just concentrating on my breathing or just focusing on an object. Nothing too complicated. It's pretty easy. I've also done walking meditation, which is pretty easy as well. The reason why I got into meditation was, my first trip to Thailand. I was curious about it. I had never done meditation. I always heard that, it's something that is beneficial to one's happiness, or it can help with your mental well-being. And I was just curious to see what it was like. So a friend in Phuket was like, "Yeah, I go to see a teacher, and if you want, you can come check it out." So I went for my first drop-in session with my teacher and friend named Toby down in Phuket. That was about 3 years ago, and it was a really different kind of experience I had. I felt something from it, and that really sparked the interest in me to go and explore this a bit further. So when I came back home to the U.S., I thought about it. I was like, when I move back to Thailand permanently, I'm gonna make that one of the main reasons why I moved back to Thailand, because one of my goals will be to do a 10-day Vipassana retreat, which is a 10-day silent meditation. Anyways, so there are a lot of benefits, and I'll talk about my my experience at the 10-day retreat. So I did it actually here in Chiang Mai. It was called a temple called Wat Ram Poeng, and the daily routine would be you'd wake up at 4 in the morning, you'd meditate for 2 hours, then you'd go have breakfast at 6 a.m. and you do chanting, but you're not talking. It's still completely silent, and you're separated from the men are separated from the women. Then you go back and you meditate some more, alternating between breathing and study meditation. And then you go for lunch at 10 a.m. And that will be your last solid meal for the day. And then the rest of the day you're just meditating the whole time. So I did 10 days of that, and I was pretty nervous about going into it because I'd heard some people have anxiety or nervous breakdowns where they're crying in fetal position, just dealing with a lot of heavy emotional stuff. So I remember talking to my teacher in Phuket, Toby, and I was like, "Toby, I'm really scared about going into the meditation retreat." I'm like, I don't know what kind of deep dark stuff might come up inside my head. I don't know what's down there. And I remember the best advice he gave me was thinking about doing something is harder than actually doing it. So I actually made it through the 10 days, and one of the biggest takeaways I got from that retreat was dealing with a lot of anger and resentment that I was carrying around from like childhood up until today. And I didn't realize how much that was physically and mentally weighing me down. I remember um I think like the first or second night at the temple, the retreat. Sorry, the mosquitoes are really bad out here. I remember being, laying in bed that night and just saying some really nasty, vile stuff out loud. And I was just so angry for some reason. And you know, after the retreat, I felt so much lighter from releasing all this anger. And yeah, it just felt really good. I felt a lot more at ease and just lighter. I remember seeing there's like that meme on the internet, and it's got a hand holding a hot coal, and it was like when you hold, I forget the phrase, of it's like when you hold on to anger, you're not you're not burning anyone except yourself. And I finally understood that expression. I'm like, wow, like yeah, like anger comes up, or people get mad, but we shouldn't hold on to this anger. We shouldn't make that part of who we are, and we should let that go because it it's not good for you. It'll it'll take up energy and emotional space from you. So that was like the biggest lesson I learned from my retreat. Now, in terms of like other benefits that I get from meditation, one is being able to be really present and conscious and have awareness of being in the now and being present. I could spend all day in my head, that's the type of person I am. But it's not good when you're like, having dinner with somebody, but yet your mind is over analyzing or judging something else. And that's taking you from your experience of being with another person sharing a dinner. Yet, so physically you're there, but mentally you're not there. And I've learned to control the mind and not have all these thoughts racing around in my head and allow myself to just be in the moment and take things as they are. And I think that's really helpful. Like I don't go on autopilot anymore. So like when I used to live in New York, I would, wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, iron my clothes, and if you had asked me at the end of the day, like, what did you do that day? I wouldn't be able to tell you because I would just be on autopilot the whole time and not be mindful of what I was doing. So when I have mindfulness now, I'm able to go throughout my day and do things and not be distracted by the thoughts that's going around in my head. And that has allowed me to be happier and to be aware of things. And when it comes to like dealing with emotions or difficult situations with people, if you're at least aware that you're getting angry or irritated by them, you can at least kind of like slow it down, um, slow down that downward negative spiral. Um, because if you at least know, you can be like, all right, you know what? Let's just take a step back, take a deep breath, and just you know and let it go or whatever. You don't have to like retaliate and do something to make the situation worse, because you can at least be aware that, all right, I'm feeling this, but let's not make things any worse than they are. So I think having mindfulness is a really big benefit for me, at least. um I mean, there's so many other mental benefits. I don't want to go into that too long because this video is trying to be short. But I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and I would say like meditation is useful if you're combining with other um, modalities of wellness, such as working with plant medicines or psychedelics. If you can combine the two, that'll you'll it'll be a lot more beneficial for you. So I'm going to an ayahuasca retreat again in a couple of weeks, and I plan on doing meditation while I'm there. And I remember last year when I was in Peru, the director said that Vipassana goes very well with ayahuasca, and the two combined can be a really powerful combination. So combining meditation with other healthy habits can be very beneficial. Um, I think what else. All right, I don't have anything off the top of my head. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes right now, but this will just be like part one of me talking about meditation. But I could just talk um, all day about this. I don't have my notes with me right now, but if you guys have any other questions, let me know, and I'll give you a quick tour of this temple. So right now I'm here pretty late, and the monks are actually out and about, which is kind of cool. So that's that's one of the beautiful temples here. I'm actually in the courtyard right now, and I got a bunch of statues. Just really beautiful nature up here. It's all the way up in the mountains. I'll try and shoot some more video again about meditation, but yeah, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope everyone is doing okay, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.